Hello and welcome to episode 3 of the He Said, She Said podcast. I'm the Russian hooker that they named a strand of herpes after, Travis.
I really need to work on my intros because you always throw me for a loop when you say shit like that. My name's Erica. Hi, how are ya?
And she is not a hooker at all.
We'll go with that. Yeah, sure.
Or are you?
For me to know and you to not find out. Although I do have favorite corners of town, if that makes any sense.
No, yeah, that does, because now that I just found out. Erica, so tell me about your hooking life, Erica.
Well, business is kind of slow at the moment. It's too hot for anyone to come out and actually visit me on my corner to get business, so...
What corner is that?
Oh, I'm not telling.
Why not? I might get some business there, too.
Who says I'm going to share my corner with you? You're going to have to find your own, because that's just going to take business away from me. That's how it works.
So what do you charge?
Hi!
Hi!
I didn't mean to buzz in like that. I heard people in the next room.
Hey, you're going to be on our podcast. Because we're recording.
Jesus Christ. Hi, bye.
Well, that was kind of random. We'll just go with it.
That was my sister, by the way, just in case you put that in there.
Yeah, it'll be in there. Anyway, what are your rates? Like, what do you charge for your hooking fees?
$100 an hour.
Oh, wow.
I don't know.
So you're getting like $20 and $30 every time?
What? Why do you think I'd be doing less than an hour's worth? It depends.
Because guys can't go an hour. Come on.
Well, I swing both ways, Travis. Why do you think that I would only be doing guys?
Okay. So if it's a girl, okay, I can see the $100 an hour. But if it's a guy, you're going to get discounted.
Well, but I could probably do more than... No. Wow. This is a weird conversation. But maybe I can do multiple guys in an hour. Therefore, I'm still getting $100 an hour.
Oh,
because they go through faster, you know?
So it's kind of like penciling them in. Like at the library, when one leaves, Edward, it's your turn.
I'm the most organized hooker you'll ever meet.
Might as well. You only get an hour time limit. And they're done in 15 minutes.
You're not giving much credit to anyone in this town, though, are you?
No. Only reason is because I've been with half of these guys in this town. I know.
Oh, Lord.
Hey,
you made me feel a little more bitter about myself there.
I have a fucking rant. It seems like it's a common theme every episode now. I have a rant.
This is your weekly therapy session.
Yeah, my weekly therapy session. My weekly rant. My weekly prayer.
Okay.
All right. So, the other day, I don't know if I told you this or not, but I'm going to tell you anyway for the benefit of our listeners. The other day, my mom and I, we went to, it was really hot outside, so we went into Walgreens to drop off a prescription, and she had a couple other prescriptions that were waiting. And so they asked if we were going to wait, and I said, yeah, there's no point in going all the way home and then coming back in 15 minutes. So, plus, it felt nice in Walgreens, it was very air conditioned. So we went to the waiting area. And we're sitting there, and I'm showing Mom some funny memes on Facebook, and she's laughing. And then she asks me an innocent question. She's like, so how long did she say we have to wait? And I said, well, she didn't give us an exact time, but normally I'm never here longer than 15, 20 minutes. It's usually pretty quick. Some jackass comes up behind us and he's like, you have to wait 10 hours and you have to wait outside. And so I thought he was joking, so I kind of joked along with him, kind of like, haha, funny, funny, now get out of our faces.
Did he
Then,
work there, or it was just a random
no,
customer?
just a random
Okay.
customer.
Okay.
He looked at my mom, and everybody knows my mom has her e-cigarette. It's helped her quit smoking. And caveat from that, I don't care if people have their opinions about e-cigarettes. Keep them to yourself. Because my mom smoked 3 packs of cigarettes a day from the age of 11 all the way to the age of 50. This helped her quit cigarettes, period. So if you have anything bad to say about that, keep your opinions to yourself because your opinions don't mean jack shit.
Yeah.
Now, moving on to the story. So he looks at my mom and he's like, what are you doing with that thing? And my mom, she's like, this helped me quit smoking. I'm going on being smoke free for 4 years. And he asks one of the most asinine questions I've ever heard in my entire life. He's like, let me ask you a question. Do you eat French fries or do you smoke French fries? And my mom's like, I don't know what that has to do with anything about my e-cigarette. And he's like, because everything that you're doing is you're puffing in nicotine with vegetable oil. And you're just crystallizing your lungs, blah, 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 blah. And I step in because she's starting to kind of shut up and clam up. I'm like, look, her doctor and her lung doctor both have approved of her using e-cigarette. Yeah, her lung doctor wants her to cut down on it, and she's working on cutting down on it. But it's not like it's any of your business anyway. And he's like, so her doctor says it's okay? And I was like, yeah, her doctor says it's fine. Then he got in my face and he's like, then her doctor's wrong. And I'm like, okay, well, I trust her doctor over a stranger. And he is like, oh no, it's not from a stranger. My lung doctor told me that this is going to crystallize your lungs in 4 years, blah, 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 blah. And then I got tired of the situation. I got tired of it. So I was like, okay, your lung doctor's not here. Produce a PhD. Give me something that says you have a PhD, and then we'll talk about what you have to say. Furthermore, instead of talking about my mom's lungs, you have a cigarette hanging out of your mouth. Let's talk about your lungs. Of course, it's not lit because here in the state of Illinois, you can't smoke in a public building, but still, he had a cigarette hanging out of his mouth. The audacity of him talking about my mom's lungs when his lungs are probably 10 times worse. So, I don't care what you have to say about e-cigarettes, but if somebody's doctor has said, hey, I'm fine with that person puffing on an e-cigarette, guess what? Your opinion doesn't matter. As long as that doctor's okay with it, what you say doesn't mean jack shit. And that's my rant for the day. Thank you, Erica.
You're welcome.
What do you have to say about that?
Well, first off, me personally, I've tried e-cigs. I didn't particularly like them. Therefore, I still smoke my own cigarettes. But you like them, go for it. You don't, whatever. Free world for now. You can do whatever you want, right?
Right.
I don't know where he's getting the vegetable oil thing in an e-cig because, as far as I know, it's water vapor with nicotine, no oil.
Right.
And there's no way in hell you'd be able to, like that would be approved, especially by doctors or anything else. Like, they make it to where it's safer. And the thing is, and that's why I actually roll on my own cigarettes sometimes now versus buying and then of the e-cigs, because it is actually only the actual nicotine and tobacco, where the cigarette that was hanging out that dude's mouth and, one I just smoked a little bit ago has cyanide and chemicals and a whole bunch of other shit in it that you're breathing every day that we could rant a lot more about and give you a lot more hell about than an e-cig, which has medically, like you said, been proven to be healthier. So he needs to shut his mouth.
And here's the thing: if it was vegetable oil that she's puffing, there's a heating element there.
Yeah.
So the vegetable oil will catch fire. So how is she puffing vegetable oil without burning her hands?
Well, I guess though you bring that up, and I guess there had been some recalls or something on e-cigs that had actually caught on fire or something as they were charging.
Yeah, but
I think it was like a charging mechanism.
Issue. Yeah, it's a battery
with
issue.
that. But I just thought of that. Like, so that's the most dangerous you're going to get with an e-cig. Pretty much is a malfunction in the charging causes a fire. Not. I mean, and actually saying there's vegetable oil in it just kind of takes his credibility and intelligence right out the window because that's just ridiculous.
Yeah, and then he's like, I'm not a stranger. I've known your mom for years. I used to bounce you up and down on my knee. And my mom's like, I don't remember you. Like, seriously, I don't remember. And I will admit, my mom's memory is hazy. But if she tells somebody flat out, I don't remember you, I take her at her word.
Well, yeah. Like, especially someone that obnoxious was memorable, I think.
Yeah. Just shut up. Let people do what they want, you know?
That's one of my favorite words. Obnoxious.
Obnoxious. It's a fun word.
It is. And it's relatable. And you can use it for a lot of different things.
I'm being obnoxious today. Oh, my roommate JR got a job.
I heard that.
And he starts tomorrow.
I'm going to message him tomorrow and tell him congratulations and good luck. What time does his shift start?
His orientation is in Springfield at 3.
Is he going to be a delivery person?
He's going to be an everything person.
Ah.
They're going to, some days he's going to deliver, some days he's going to be in the store making pizzas and food, some days he's going to take orders. He's going to be wherever they need him.
That's awesome. He's going to be okay with that?
Yeah, because okay, JR from the Unusual Suspects podcast, he's my roommate. He's one of my best friends in the whole wide world, right? He told them, point blank, he's like, I do have a back issue. I'm seeing a pain doctor for a back issue. So me lifting heavy things is probably not going to work for me. And the guy said, that's no problem. The heaviest thing you will probably need to lift is probably a box of dough, which isn't heavy at all.
Yeah, I've worked at a bakery, boxes of dough.
So, it's not going to be taxing on his back. He's excited because this is the first job he's had in a while. That's not Walmart. Yeah, the pay is not as great as it could be. When he's driving, he's only making $4 an hour, but plus tips.
Mm-hmm.
And when
it's like a waitress.
Yeah, and then when he's in
a waiter.
Yeah, and then when he's in the store, he's making minimum wage, $8.25. But you know what? It's still money.
It's income.
It's income.
And it's going to give him a sense of purpose in life, other than just, no offense to JR, but he's been very unmotivated or depressed and all that other stuff a lot, like as I have been, but like at least he gets out of the house and gets some goals in his life, and I'm really happy for him. I think that he'll kick ass and take names, and he's going to like it.
I really think he's going to go far in the company. I really have high hopes for him. Because this is the kind of work that I think he would excel at.
Is he worried about talking to people, like especially in the store? Like I'm sure he'd be fine delivering pizzas and stuff, but like maybe the social part of it, you think he's gonna be good?
As long as he's medicated, I think he's fine.
Okay. Good.
And
I'm sorry.
he knows
my
a lot
too, and I worry.
He knows a lot of people that work there, so that helps.
Oh, that's good.
So, and apparently there was a couple people that recognized his name that referred him, that worked there, that were like, yeah, interview him, hire him, he's good. So
yay.
I think he had the job even before the interview. So, and then I start my job on August 1st. I can't wait. Wait. Yes, it's exciting, starting new jobs. What's going on with you?
I don't know. My life's kind of a blur nowadays. I'm just kind of trying to survive work. I'm job hunting myself because I'm not happy at all in the job that I'm at. So, I don't know. I've been kind of depressed lately too. So I've been trying to just kind of not talk to people. I've been antisocial the past week or two, if you haven't noticed our
Well,
little chats and stuff. But
here's the thing. I wouldn't mind having somebody go up with me to go to work with. So maybe try your luck with HCS again. I know they don't pay as well, but at least it gets you out of the situation you're in, and you get to work with me. And I'm not, you know who.
I love how you just knew exactly where my mind was going with that because last time I worked in that building, yeah. Anyway, it's Peoria, right?
Yeah, it's in Peoria.
See, you're going into like, would they be willing to put like us on the same schedule so we can carpool together, or would we have to, all that shit? Because, well, and also I don't know, like if I'm traveling, can I even afford like less than $12 an hour right now with the bills that I have plus everything? I don't know.
If you're carpooling with me, yes, you can.
And I can work up in that company, right? They'll give
Yeah.
like raises and shit.
Yeah.
Because I was really good at the job I did last time. I
Yeah.
loved it, actually.
And
So
we can see if you can get in my program where I'm helping people with their medical devices.
that'd be cool.
8
Like,
a.m. to 4:30
actually.
p.m.
And it's, yeah, the hours. The hours of this job here, dude. Like, they change every day. And they're changing now I'm working every other Saturday, so I have Wednesdays off, but then most of my days I don't get home till 7 or 8 p.m. Like, so it's taking up my entire day. Like, it's stressful enough as it is to, like, not have time at home and stuff, and it makes your day, like, 10 times longer. So,
And I wouldn't even charge you gas money unless I absolutely positively needed it.
well, if you think about it, this would be a lot safer for me as well, especially come winter. Because if you see in my car, y'all listening, I have a car that's older than me, 85 Dodge Aries.
Yeah.
It's a granny station wagon. I think it's
Grandma!
cool. It's kind of retro. I've always liked older cars, but this one, it's not even safe during like the spring. If it sprinkles, I'm like all over the freaking road. Like there's no traction because they're only 30s, 35. I don't know what size of the tires, but they're the smallest
Yeah.
tires you can get pretty much for a car.
Yeah.
And even though there's tread on the tires still, they're not. Yeah. So, and my last car accident was in the rain. So it makes me really, really like scared to take this car anywhere other than in town. So
In the rain. I'm sorry, it just kind of made me think of a song.
that was beauteous. Yep. What you're thinking is
Laughing in the rain. The rain, the rain, the rain.
what the hell was that? What song are you trying to sing?
I don't know. It's the song I've heard before. I don't
Doesn't
know.
sound familiar to me at all.
It would.
Why do you say it like that? I know lots of songs.
Yeah. Well, prove it. What? Sing a song now that's on top of your head right now. Sing.
I'm reckless and senseless. I jump off the fences, abandoning all the rules. Crash like a fool. Out of control. So criminal.
Criminal.
You could have let me drown, but you reached your hand out. That's my theme song still, I think, to this day. Shut up! You're gonna scare them all away, our whole 2 listeners. They're not gonna want to listen to that. Can't take you anywhere.
No, you can't. Oh, did I tell you about the time I got kicked out of Aldi's?
You got kicked out of Aldi's.
Yes, I did.
The old one?
The old one.
What'd you do?
Basically, this is when I was making the mistake of being engaged. We were grocery shopping, and everything that we came across, I could make a sexual joke or sexual innuendo about. And I made it loud enough so everybody in the store could hear. And we got like a third of the way through the list when I got approached by management telling me, there are kids here. You need to leave.
You would.
So I got kicked out.
I've always wanted to do like a grocery store prank. Like go in and like rearrange all the cans to like the wrong area, like switch them and like I don't know. I'm sure there's plenty of things you can do at a grocery store to like
My
cause trouble.
favorite is
I want
still
to.
my favorite is still like buying a jar of tomato sauce or tomato juice and just casually dripping some on the floor
Ew.
all the way to the women's room.
Ew. No.
My period started.
Dude, the
Thanks,
manager,
Campbell's.
one of my managers at work actually told me a story about how he legit shit his pants on his way home from work. And luckily, he had a suitcase of clothes in the back, so he had to stop in at a gas station and change and clean up as best he could. And shit was literally dripping, like, all the way to the bathroom and everything while he was trying to clean up. I was like, that is the most disgusting story I've ever heard. And
Disgusting yet hilarious.
yeah, it was really funny to, like, just hear that. But the reason is because I guess one of our techs would all, like, because our techs can't ask to go to the back. Like, okay, I work at a plumbing company. I don't know if they knew that or not. So I dispatch them or whatever, and our plumbers and stuff can't ask to go to the bathroom when they're at a person's house.
Yeah.
They have to wait until, and some of their jobs don't, like, they last a couple hours or so. So if they, for some reason, don't go before a call, like, they have to just either wait or, I don't really know the protocol if you can just excuse yourself from a residence and come back or what, but they, of course, try to just get the work done and go. And I guess a couple times, more than a couple times, a tech would actually go, like, in his pants and just go along with his day until he got home. And I don't know, like, I don't want to be in that guy's van. Like,
yeah, it sounds like a shitty situation.
oh, that was foreseen for sure. That was one of the most obvious jokes in the world. But yeah, literally and metaphorically shitty.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to be the owners of the house that he was working on. Because then it would be like, ew.
I have peed my pants before. You remember that? I'll
Yes.
tell that story. Well, I don't remember a lot of that story. Maybe you should.
I do.
We saw what Craig Campbell
Craig Cable and Love and Theft.
at
Boondocks.
And I have a bad bladder, y'all. Like, I'm a fat girl, and my bladder's just pretty much done.
I'm a fat girl,
But
too.
I was power to the fat girls.
I'm a fat girl, but I have a penis.
All the fat ladies, all the fat ladies, all the fat ladies, all the. Put your big butts up. I don't know. I'm gonna come back.
Put your drumsticks up.
We're gonna do a remix of that sometime and present it to y'all. But anyway, I don't remember why or how exactly. I just know I was severely drunk, and I don't know if I went outside to either smoke or something, and I don't know if I like had a coughing fit or what, but I just couldn't make it to the bathroom, so I pretty much just pissed all down my leg, and the show wasn't over. And I was like, I'm not missing the show. I think this place had one of them bathroom attendant people.
Yeah.
Which was cool. Never been to one of them before. And someone let me borrow their jacket to like put around my waist so that at least part of me wasn't so embarrassed. And I just kind of like sat there the rest of the time. I'm like, and I didn't want to tell you, but I think I was too drunk to hold it in anyway. And I told you what happened, but yeah, it was not my best moment. Craig Campbell was great though.
Yes, he was.
He was amazing.
And I will say Love and Theft was better than the first time I saw them. First time I saw them, they were horrible.
Where was that at? Fair?
Boondocks.
Oh, you saw him at Boondocks twice?
Yeah.
See, this was after they rearranged their band. What, they had someone leave or something like that? Wasn't Love and Theft the one that used to be a...
Used to be a trio.
Trio, and now it's just the two of them?
Yeah,
So
but I
didn't
saw
get to see
them the first time as the duet.
Oh, okay.
as the duo,
You never saw
and
them
that
as
no, I
three
never saw the trio.
Hmm. That's a shame.
Never saw the trio.
Well, they didn't last very long as a trio, though, did they? Just one album.
Yeah.
But those are pretty much the only songs I know from them is on that first album. So, apart from some that maybe be on the radio now, but yeah. Anyway, so this is a very informative bodily function kind of conversation.
Yeah. Hmm.
If only we had a puke story. I puked on a guy's dick once. There, we covered all bases.
Once?
Shit.
You mean
Yeah,
once?
I think so. I don't know. I'm always drunk, so
I thought there
you're
was
trying to call
another.
me out on shit, aren't you? Not remember.
I thought there was another story where you kind of threw up on somebody. No name.
On him?
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, but that wasn't. That was just everywhere. I puked everywhere. It wasn't just his dick.
Huh.
It was just the bed and the floor and me and him and like everywhere. I was getting
sexy.
along the line of I puked in the act of something, which was with a different guy a couple years ago.
See,
I
you always had a crush on that guy, and you ruined your chance.
Oh no! I never said I wasn't a fuck up. I messed everything up.
Hey, did I tell you that I got my funeral planned out already?
You too? I have mine planned too. You tell me yours, I'll tell you mine.
Mine's a little silly. Our best friend Justin, I want him at my funeral. I don't want to be cremated. I want to be buried. But after the funeral's over, instead of having everybody come up and look at my body again and all that, I want my casket closed. I want 8 monks, 8 people to dress up like monks, and the Grim Reaper, and that would be Justin. Justin would be the Grim Reaper.
You would jump at the chance at that. You know that.
Right. He leads the 8 monks, and then the 8 monks take my casket with him at the helm, and they take it and put it in like the hearse, and then they get in the hearse and they speed off. No graveside service. Like, there's only a few people who will know where I'm buried. Everybody else, they'll just continue to party. That's what I want to happen at my funeral.
That's very unique, actually.
But who am I kidding? Like, I'm going to be lucky to have 8 people at my funeral at all.
Oh, shut up.
Oh, you know what? You all are like, you have so many people who love you, blah, blah, blah. Bullshit.
It's going to be one of them really sad parts where they were stupid enough to not take advantage of having you in their life now, and then your funeral is going to have tons of people just sitting there regretting that they missed all this time with you, kind of thing. You know? Can I tell you about my funeral?
Sure.
And you made me feel better about this too, but I've had this planned for a good 3-4 years in my head. So if that's creepy or not, I don't know.
No.
Is it creepy, you think? Okay.
No.
So I have a funeral song that I want played. It's called Leave Out All the Rest by Linkin Park.
Okay.
Do you know that song?
Yeah.
I love it. But have you ever seen P.S. I Love You? The movie?
No.
Okay, it's got shit, what's his name? Anyway, I'm pretty sure some of our listeners will know, but there's a funeral scene where he is, I think, just cremated, but he has a nice box, like he's in a nice, like, really nice box or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, they have shot glasses, like, all around where he's at.
Mm-hmm.
And it's at a bar, not,
Mm-hmm.
like, a funeral parlor or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And they all take a shot,
Mm-hmm.
like, with him or in memory of him. And then they, like, just kind of get wasted or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much what I want mine to be. But I want Leave Out All the Rest played, and then everyone gets around and does a shot in memory of me, and then they just kind of get shit-faced around and, like, tell stories about me.
That's interesting.
It's just to be a big party. But
Speaking of big parties, I think I've got my birthday party planned, but I'll talk to you about that after we wrap up the episode.
Exciting.
Yeah, because it's not going to be where we usually have it. So it's going to be in a different place. Have fun.
Are we going to get kicked out of some public place?
No.
Okay.
It's going to be on a private residence. Private
Okay.
residence.
That's good. Yeah.
I'm just totally over the bars.
Oh, yeah. I
I'm
have been
over.
for a while. I'll go every once in a while depending on the company or what's going on there. Like, I like to play pool still, so, like, the only place I can play pool is at a bar, but... Or
And
karaoke.
And you know what? Me showing my ass is no longer, no longer a shock. Nobody takes advantage of that anymore.
Showing your ass?
Yeah.
Mooning people?
No, just be like, here it is, boys. Come and get it. Like,
You mean like the social dating scene at a bar?
yeah.
Gotcha. I didn't... I just went straight to, like...
Yeah.
You go to bars and moon people? I don't understand.
Just like take down my pants and be like, easy access,
Well, that's
boys.
what
Just
you've
stick it in. Woo!
That's where you've been going wrong this entire time, Travis. Why didn't you tell me that's how you were trying to pick up guys? I would have helped you out.
Can you be my wing girl?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think I'll be very good at it, considering I'm single as a Pringle, too. But why do they say that? Single
I
as a
don't
Pringle?
know because
Isn't that once your poppy can't stop? So
Right.
Pringles aren't single.
Exactly. There's so many things that, like,
I don't get
there's
it.
so many things that I don't get, like sour cream, for example. Sour cream. It's cream.
Yes.
It's already soured,
Yes.
but it still has.
Is it raining?
Yes, it is. It's raining. Anyway, it's cream. It's
Yes.
already soured,
Yeah.
but it still has an expiration date on it.
True. But so does cottage cheese, and that's curdled milk. So does
Ooh, I
blue
love-
cheese, and that's molded cheese.
I love me some cottage. Okay,
I hate cottage
hang on.
cheese. No,
Cottage
that's not
cheese, it has to be from the right. Because I used to like craft cottage cheese. It was simply cottage cheese, but nobody sells it anymore. So I don't know what happened. So now I'm on the Daisy cottage cheese. It's not as good, but it's a good second place. But see, I'm weird because I like to put tapioca pudding in my cottage cheese.
See, I don't like tapioca pudding either.
And then I like to dip my Rice Krispie treats in it.
Oh my god. No.
No.
No. Like, there's so much wrong with that whole sentence.
What's wrong with that?
Well, the fact that the only thing out of those three that I like are Rice Krispie treats. But the fact that you would put them all together just it doesn't make sense.
Did you like the Lucky Charms treats I brought to the last gathering?
I didn't get one. Yeah. Well, after I start drinking, I don't really get craving for food unless I'm like starting to get sick or something. So I forgot about them after the first drink I had. I apologize.
I want to play Cards Against Humanity for my birthday. And
That's gonna be fun.
and the place we're having my birthday party at, we're going to be introducing that to a few people that may or may not like this thing.
Oh, dear God.
Okay.
It'd be really good or really bad.
It could be. I think that's what we'll end on.
Sounds good to me. We covered a lot of ground in this one, I think.
Yes, we did.
Everything.
Everything. Like a rainbow of garbage.
It's one smelly rainbow.
I'm Travis. I'm the Russian hooker that they named a strand of herpes after.
And I am Erica. Still really don't know who I am, but wishing I had whatever Travis is smoking.
And this is episode 3 of the He Said, She Said podcast. Oh, by the way, stay tuned because we may have to move our podcast to YouTube, considering if the rumors about SoundCloud are true.
Good point.
We didn't talk about that, but yeah, we may talk about that next week. But yeah, there's some issues with SoundCloud that may need to be addressed. So we'll talk about that later. But this was your Idiot Utopia. I hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.